it felt good, it felt right that he would be going on to help others, that our young son would stop there, you know, that his life would help others, so. He didn't withhold his smiles at school or kind words to people. He never was mean to people at school. Sometimes he was kind of mean to you, but probably typical, might have been deserved, you know.
Yeah, a little more than sometimes.
A little more than sometimes. Just when we knew that he wasn't going to survive, that was the first thing that came to my mind of, well, could we help others? And so I talked to the neurosurgeon right away and said, well, is he a candidate for organ donation? And Brad was for it. I don't know if it was a little harder for Brad, I think, just more thinking of what they have to do to get there, not the idea of helping anyone or doing it, but you know, I have a nephew that's had type 1 diabetes since he was about 2, and you know, the transplants that they're doing for that are not being successful at this point in time, but they're making progress on that. And gosh, if Dustin could have thought that he'd save Nathan from lifelong struggle that he's going through, he would have been very pleased about that. And I mean, we learned that it's pretty rare to be able to donate organs, because even like myself having it on my driver's license, most of the cases, if you're young enough to do it, it's a car accident or something, and then there's so much trauma, or you sit there too long, you know, in the accident, that it's pretty rare. There's different levels of donation, and some of the tissue and bone can be done more often, but the actual organ donation is more difficult because it has to be almost perfect circumstances, and you never want to think of a tragic accident as perfect circumstances, but Dustin's was fairly ideal. And they don't give us specifics as far as names or addresses or anything, but we did know that, you know, the heart went to a gentleman in Salt Lake City, so we already know that, and it started working right away. And
he has 4 children. He's in his 50s. He's works in a warehouse.
Yeah, so
he's
looking forward to a life back with his kids. So
the
liver went to a woman in her 60s with 3 kids.
In Washington, she was doing well. Mm-hmm. The lungs,
we don't know about, sorry, go ahead.
They were set to go to Washington.
And I'd love to meet him. I don't know if I could immediately, but they say usually 6 months to a year. A lot of people do want to, or some. I mean, he's a young kid. He might just want to get on with his life and not, you know, and I'd respect that too. But yeah, we'd love to meet him. Take him fishing, huh?
Correct.